Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am terrible at introductions, so we're just gonna jump right into the tutorial, okay? All right. So first up, we're prepping the skin with our Caudil Beauty Elixir. I hope I said that right. And then we are going to moisturize with our First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Next up, we're color correcting with MAC's Prep and Prime Highlighter in the color Peach Luster. And then we are going to prime with Fenty Beauty's Instant Retouch Primer. Alright, now we are going to use Huda Beauty's Faux Filter Foundation. I am in the color 510R Cocoa. And I am using a Real Technique sponge to blend it in. This is my first time using this foundation, and I was quite impressed, I'm not gonna lie. This foundation actually had a very strong smell to it that caught me off guard. It smells really good, but it is definitely very fragranted. All right, so now we are using Makeup Revolution Define and Conceal in the color C12. And then I'm going to use same brand in the color C16 for contouring. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in off camera, and I'll be back. All right, so now we're going to set our concealer with our Dermablend Translucent Powder in Original. So now we're taking the JUVIAs Place, the Warrior palette, and the first color I'm going to use is Kano. And I'm using a MAC 224 to apply that in my crease. This was my first time using any JUVIAs Place. You know what, I lied. It's not my first time using her products, but this specific palette, the colors are so creamy and blend so beautifully. Now I'm going into the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, and I'm using the bottoms yellow color. It's the second from the right, and I'm using that on top of the color I just applied, just to have that blend out a little more seamlessly. I felt like the contrast between my brow highlight and that first color was too severe. Now I'm back into my JUVIAs Place palette. I'm going into the color Mino, and I'm using a 217 by MAC to apply that into my crease. I want my crease to be very dark, so when I go to cut it, there was a difference between my lid color and my crease color. And the first color I am placing on my lid is called Domini, and it's just a really pretty bronze color. And the brush that I'm using to apply that is MAC's 242. So next up, I'm using the color Bakla, and I'm applying that next to my last color and on top of to blend, because I wanted a nice transition between my last color and this color. I'm saving a little space in the corner for a brighter color. And Amina. I'm using a Real Techniques precision brush to apply that. Alright, so now I'm just dusting away my baking powder with a powder brush. The brush is by Chanel. And I'm just dusting away as much powder as possible before I use my skin tone powder to even out my complexion. The skin tone powder I use is the Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC in Dark Tan. And I just go over my entire face as well as the areas that I bake to even out my skin tone. Now we're back into our Ultimate Brights palette. I'm back in that yellow color and I'm smoking out my bottom lash line, and then I'm going back into the Juvia's Place Warrior palette and using the color Kano on top of that. I also use a black eyeliner to line my waterline. The liner is by MAC, it's black. And then into the palette again, we are using the color Mino, and I'm using like directly under my lash line. So I basically use the color from the top to the bottom, and then I started in that same sequence at the lash line. And after all of that, I'm using Clinique's Doubling Lash Mascara to coat my bottom lashes. For bronzer, we are using Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the color Mahogany. And I am just using that to go over my contoured areas and to warm up my face again. For our cheeks, we are using MAC's Powder Blush in the color Raisin. Y'all know this is my favorite blush. Until I find something else that's gonna go with every look that I do, this is what I'm gonna use. Okay, so now for highlight, we are using Amrezy or ABHX Amrezy highlighter to highlight. I am using a fan brush by MAC. It is their, what is this number? Their 134 fan brush, and I'm just going over my highlighted areas. Yes. So now for our lips, we're using a lip pencil by, it's by a beauty supply brand called NK. It was $1.49. Yes, y'all, $1.49. So I'm using that to line my lips. The lip color that I'm using today is by NYX, and it is called Cabo. And to finish the lip, we are using Fenty Beauty's Fenty Glow. And to complete the look, we are back into our Cordial spray, and we are going to mist. This is a very good smelling spray, guys, by the way. But yes, honey, she has arrived. There she is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I just want to say a special thank you to my new subscribers. I am so happy you decided to join me. I will not let you down. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And for more tutorials like this, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.